go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale. And here he is. And it's the king of...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing...
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Misses with the jab. Punch, counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. Miss with that jab. How about that time counter shot? That counter shot lands. You want to know what it feels like to have Terrence Crawford hit you below the belt? Well, just ask Amir Khan. That's what happened the first time they fought, as Khan had to retire.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford's still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Amir Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Perfect punch. There's a counter shot. Every time, this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is tough.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Good counter punching. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. And that hook misses. straight right, just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. That counter punch caught him clean. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. These two were made for each other. Hit misses. They exchange punches. A perfect, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know,
There's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
that was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
So much firepower here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with the jab. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook won't score. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Go out there.
Great round, great round. Now, relax. So just keep him on the end of the jab. Keep your timing up.
And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big swing. As you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but it's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Crawford in that last round. His legs are gone, but on to the 6th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Got him there. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, here we go. It's round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
It's bombs away. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than equal.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good one. Has been his best weapon all fight long. He blocks that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minute. There's the bell to start round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Can't believe it, they are giving up. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but c'est la vie.